Morning, everybody, and welcome to my presentation on the subject of historical performance. Today, I'm going to talk about music and movement, and I will use Alaman to talk to present my topic. So first, let me introduce myself. I am a BME Year 2 student. My name is Christopher, and we're going to start our presentation today. So, I as this presentation, I'm going to propose the idea of music interpretation plus dance movement. It is equal to a historically informed performance. This is a actually one interesting theory that's suggested by me. I believe that through learning dance movement plus our original music interpretation in our own instruments, we can actually deliver a real historically informed performance, and I will explain why in a moment. So let me talk about what is Alaman first. So that is our topic, our main dish for today. So actually, it is Alaman refer to a couple dance takes place in the courts and in the Baroque period during the Renaissance period, or even like the middle Renaissance periods. And usually it performs in 4/4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And it is in a slow tempo with a flowing movement. So we all know that it's a dance, but it's actually a slow dance. When you compare to jig and when you compare to minuet or this or even bourrée these dance, it is actually a slow dance. Relatively a slow dance. And if you want to distinguish element with other dances, when you are dancing with a partner, the gentleman often turns the lady under his arm, which means that the lady will cross the man below his arm. So that's why, and so this is actually one of the distinctive feature when we are talking about element dance. And so today I will use this partita in D minor for solo violin to demonstrate first. So let me do a let me do a demonstration first without anything. A regular demonstration on my violin first. So here we go. So because of time limits, I'm just going to stop right here. But after you listen to this interpretation of mine, what do you think? Do you think it is a bit? Do you think it is interesting? It is full of musical embellishments, or you think that it is actually I feel kind of bored and I feel like there's nothing special about this. So what do you think? It's nothing special, right? I play in a very odd manner. I'm just going to get all the notes correct, and I'm just gonna follow the tempo very precisely, bum 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 like a robotic, and nothing happens. So it is not a very good presentation, right? Or good performance, right? So why don't we do something else instead? So this is actually why I want to deliver the presentation today. Oops. So let's look at the video first. So this video introduce some basic element dance steps, and at the same time when I play this video, I will adjust my camera a bit because we're going to. So this is the basic element traveling step. So we're gonna learn a little bit about this basic half step. So basically, you have your feet like this. Oh, let me adjust the camera first. Your feet like this, and then you're gonna press 1 and 2 like that. So it's actually very a traveling element step. Very simple. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Actually, we can do just like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. All right. So actually, Now we're going to follow the tempo of Bach element, the partition on D. So what tempo we are doing is just actually it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So a basic traveling step of element. And actually, it is although it is very simple dance steps, but through the dance we actually get a sense of a rhythmic pattern and the shaping of the music to make us understand or to let us know exactly how the element dance should be sound and should be flowing at. So now after we learn a little bit of dance steps, let's imply the feeling of dance, the movement, the feeling of the movements into our music, and let's see the difference. So we're going to interpret the D minor again, and let's see the difference this time. So, what do you think? Is it a bit better? Is it somehow of lively, and is it more contrasting and compares to the first time that I played this, right? So actually, so that's why I'm going to deliver the presentation today about learning dance. How important is learning dance movements, Baroque dances in interpreting Baroque music. So, as I said in the beginning, usual practice for musicians playing the correct notes, the correct rhythm, blah blah blah. All the bowings have been making it correct, and then that's it. And you will not think of anything else, right? That's why it always will be a semi-performance. It will not be as professional as it is because there will be hundreds of the same or thousands of same performance by this, and you cannot distinguish or you cannot excel from the performers around the world. So that's why we're gonna have to do something differently. So that's why do we have to learn Baroque dances in order to interpret these music better? Because when we're learning about dance movements, we are also learning about the history, the origin of these music or these culture, and actually we also learn about the performing settings and the society, how the society is in the past. We learn about, for example, element is some kind of a dance that is usually performed or dance after the meal or after dinner. So it is a relaxing time and a relaxing period, which people are enjoying dancing and enjoying music after they have eaten dinner or finished their meal. So that's why actually this just maybe something little not very important, but actually it is so essential if you want to deliver a professional or a top-notch performance of these Baroque period music. After we learn the dance movements, like for me, I just have a sense of feeling of a basic traveling step of element. And you can see how the performance is different from the first time. Like I interpret with the dance movement, I have through thinking of the movement that I am doing, I'm actually making some differences in terms of the notes and the dynamic range, a slight dynamic range or shaping, musical shaping in my performance to make my performances more lively, and it's gonna be less dull in terms of like everything is flattened and there is no climax or there is no development on my music. So that, and you can also feel that my after I am implement some thoughts on dancing, my tempo is also a bit different. It is not like it is faster than maybe 30 or 20, but you can see that the tempo is more pushing forward and lively. And throughout this implementing this sort of dance movement into your performance, you can actually also deliver the music along with the historical context more precisely, to make sure or to fully embellish your performance into a very unique style on that period. So that's it. Actually, this is a very short presentation, but actually is talking about how Baroque music and dance actually related and essential for us to prepare a better performance for Baroque dance. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you to also interpret your music, starting along with learning Baroque dances on any other types of Baroque dance other than Allemande. So I think that's all for my presentation today. So thank you so much for listening.